telling you, man, people are scared of you, man. They know you have no quit in you.
There's a lot of people here that are just sort of laying low, though.
There is.
Sort of laying low and not really showing what they're really made of.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that.
And they're just as dangerous. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just as dangerous.
Like, we all know that, like, Zach's a beast. Bobby's a beast. Kevin's a beast.
Kevin's a beast, yeah.
You know, JP is very smart, and that guy has a photographic memory for sure, man. That guy, you tell him something once, he knows it forever.
Absolutely, I can't believe some of the things he's able to remember. I can't believe he knows people I can't believe he knows last names from all of the seasons of Big Brother, most of the Survivors seasons.
Everything.
You say something once to him and he remembers it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's smart. He's a very smart guy.
Very smart cookie, man. Ashley, don't know where her head's at.
Yeah.
Willow, don't know where she's at. She's all over the place.
Yeah.
Peely, no idea.
Yeah.
Kevin, I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, I thought you guys were together, and then today he was aiming at you. I was a little surprised.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Sarah, I know you guys were tight. That's fine.
But almost out of necessity. That was the thing with Sarah, right? Yeah. Sarah's not someone I would have normally interacted with in the outside world. Yeah, you know what I mean? She's not at all.
For sure.
I was more at a necessity that we ended up together.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You guys would have done well too. She's smart too.
She's smart, but
emotional, you think? A little emotional?
Well, and I'm a little emotional too. Yeah. So that's a problem. Competition-wise, I don't know if she'd be able to stand up.
Exactly.
Right? Like, she killed it in the Have Not, but could she deliver weekly? No. I don't know. No. And in a pickle, could she deliver? I don't know. I don't think so. Right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give up, but at the same time, I just don't know what I have left to play.
Don't give up, man. Like Brittany, what can Brittany do?
I don't know if she'll go against Sarah.
I don't think so.
At this point.
They weren't that tight, though, like a week ago.
True.
You know?
But then they stood up on the gear together and then spent the entire week up here.
Oh, yeah, you had Peely on the gear with you.
I know, but she didn't want to say anything. She didn't want to talk. I even said to her, like, my back's against the wall. I need to win. I need to win the HOH, so if we win, you'll just give it to me, right?
No. Wow.
And I literally had to say, it was like, if we win and we don't agree, I don't know what happens. Yeah. And it could possibly mean we both go on the block. But I said, I'm willing to take that risk over you not, like, either you're giving it to me or we'll both go on the block. And I'll just...
See, that's what I love about you, man. I love that. I love that about you, man.
And she was like, you would do that? And I was like, absolutely. Why would I not take... I don't know where your head's at. I don't know where you stand. Yeah. I didn't want to say to her, you're just going to do what whomever tells you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But...
I always thought you and Kev were, like, super close.
I thought we were too.
Yeah, I did too.
Apparently not.
See, that's the thing about this game, man. You think you know, but you don't.
You don't. No. He's a good guy. The guy, don't get me wrong. And I don't fault him for anything, you know?
No, he's great. He is. He's got a good heart, man.
Absolutely.
He's a very good guy.
Absolutely.
And I definitely like him too. But I thought you guys were, like, very tight. And that's why I thought...
Doesn't talk a lot of game.
See, that's why I thought it was like... I thought you were with Peely. And I thought Kevin, you, Peely, Sarah, B.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's so crazy how things change so fast, man.
And they'll change again as soon as the next person wins HOH.
Absolutely.
It's a problem. I feel like we have a lot of people who are just sort of floating around.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's sort of what's this season. We have a lot of people trying to play the same game, except that won't work forever.
No.
Works for the first couple weeks.
And that's the thing. Like, I think there is a lot of that. There's the few strong players. There's a lot of the floaters, and I think all the strong players are getting kicked out. They're getting all kicked out, and then it's just going to basically be like...
But then what happens, at some point, a line needs to be drawn in the sand.
Of course.
And it's like, when does that happen? And who ends up on what side?
Exactly.
Because that's the way it'll always go.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. That's the thing. Some people play day to day. Some people play week to week. Some people play the long game. It's...
Yeah.
You know, like...
And I don't think there's necessarily a right or a wrong. But I think playing long is not necessarily super smart.
I don't think
Playing day to day is not necessarily super smart
Exactly.
either.
There's a happy
You kind
medium.
of have to find a happy medium.
Yeah.
You know, because you
Yeah.
can't predict who's going to win next.
Exactly. You can start planning next week and the week after who's going to go up. It just never works.
Yeah.
Someone wins HOH, someone wins veto.
That's it.
It never works.
No.
So I just needed to know, like for me, it was like I knew if Neha won HOH, or if like you won HOH, or Sarah won HOH.
Uh-huh.
I knew, and that's fine. Like
Yeah.
it's fine, man. I trust me. Trust me. But I knew my ass was going up. So like for me, it was just like every week, it was like I needed somebody to like just.
Yeah. You wouldn't have been my target, though. You know that, right?
I know, but it's because who I was associated with, and
Yeah.
you know how fast things flip.
Absolutely.
So I could have been up there
Absolutely.
against him or whatever, and he could have smooth talked people or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's and I get it, and it's fine, man. Like it's fine.
No,
But,
no,
and that's what I'm saying. Even like for now, man. For all you know, man. Sarah really want fucking going, bud. That's why, man. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I really don't want you to give up, buddy.
I'm not going to.
And I know you
but-
won't. I know you won't, man. I know you won't.
Yeah, I got to figure out if there is even anything I can pick at.
Try, man.
I just don't know if it's there. But I can try. It's
You're
the
a
best I
beast.
can do.
You're a beast, buddy. You're a beast. I think
I'll
you
try.
can do it.
I don't know.
Try, man. I honestly, I don't want to see like, and I know you won't give up. And I want you to like, I also want you to like enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to enjoy every moment in here till I
Yeah,
walk out
and
that
I
door.
get
Whether
it.
it's this week, next week, or, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you get this experience once.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I'm never... And I won't leave here upset, and I won't leave here... You know what I mean?
That's good, man. Oh,
I-
I'm sure there's gonna be lots of opportunities for you from this, man. You're gonna do well. You're the kind of guy, man. Canada will love you, man.
I hope so. I
Oh,
hope they love me.
They will. Like,
You have no idea. That's the weird part. You have no idea what
That's
people's
true.
perceptions of you are, right?
That's true. That is true. But I know, man. Like you're such a good guy that I'm sure you'll be more than fine. More than fine, buddy. Like, you know what the weird thing is, Johnny? I came in here thinking, you know what? I'm not going to give a shit about anybody's feelings. I'm not going to give a shit about anything, man. I'm going to just go in,
Yeah.
do what I got to do, fuck these people. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I don't care. But it's not like that, man.
No,
Like,
then you get to know the people and
Yeah.
you actually like them. Yeah.
absolutely, man. So I come in, like, and I'll admit, I was the first person to make, you know, and someone would cry because no, I have to vote this person out 2 weeks. And I'm like, man, you've known this person for 2 weeks of your life. Like,
Yeah.
why are you upset? But when you go through it, man, you realize like that 2 weeks, man, you know that person in 2 weeks more than I would know. Like I know, like I'll know people in 2 weeks more than I know people I've known for 10
Back
years.
home, I know. It's crazy. I say that all the time.
You know?
I know some of these people better than I know my own best friends.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's crazy.
How often do you live with someone for 20,
Yeah.
whatever days, 23 days now, straight,
Yeah.
24/7, where you
And-
have nothing but talking to each other?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Getting to anywhere.
Never.
Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and I'll tell you, man. So like coming in, I was like, this will be easy, man. Just go in, next person gone, see you later.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not
buddy,
like
man.
that. No.
I genuinely want you to fucking like kick some ass, man. I do. If you can fucking get the numbers, man, and fucking, I would love that, man. And like we could fucking tear this shit up. My problem is like, if I were to change something, I'd fuck myself, man. Big time. That's the problem. To the point where I wouldn't be able to. I'd just be on my fucking backpedaling. I wouldn't be able to recover.
Yeah.
Like fuck. I don't. How many like fuck.
And it's pretty, like, coming to the nominations, everyone was pretty.
That's the problem, and that's why I was saying like, I couldn't even. I don't want to say I couldn't do my own vote,
Yeah.
like but you got to do with the house.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. And most people were throwing out my name.
It was both. I think what it was, Johnny, is when you and Sarah voted, I think it showed you guys were together. And like everyone knew you and Neha and Sarah were tight. Everyone knew that, and so I think that's what it was. It was like their team, we got to break them up.
Yeah.
I think that's what like the house mentality was. Everyone kind of knew you guys were tight, and you could cause damage. All you need to do is just grab a couple people here and there, and you could take out who you wanted. So I think it was like one of those like we got to break them up. You know what I mean? And now it's like Neha's gone, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's just that's where it's at.
And even if it's just Sarah and I, though, I feel like there's probably bigger.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
That's the problem.
But then that's the thing.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of.
I think other people are like, well, we can put the bullseye on another group and just be like, oh, you know, Sarah and Johnny, they're trouble. Yeah. You know, all they have to do is grab a couple people here and there. Yeah. They're more deflecting, if anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%, buddy. I get what you're saying. And I don't know, like, are the couples working together, or is there another alliance going on?
I don't know. That part I don't know. I wish I knew.
It's tough, man. It's
I
tough
wish I know, because if I could blow something like that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But, like, I don't even know, man. Like,
because you blow something like that up, and then the people who are sitting on the outside.
Oh, of course.
That draws you together.
Of course.
That could change the game right on the spot there, right?
Absolutely, because then it's, you know, we got to get together.
But I don't know. That's the problem. I just don't know. Don't know where people's heads are at. I don't know where people stand.
You know, I always thought it was, when you're in here, it's easy to talk game. Mm-hmm. Not too many people do.
Oh, God, no.
Nobody does, man.
No.
Everyone kind of just deflects or...
No, it's hard to find a spot without looking suspicious, like you're talking.
Sitting in a corner and everyone's like, okay, like, you know, they're talking game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're right.
It's hard to do that.
Yeah. That was one thing. That was one of G's weaknesses, man. He would do it in front of everybody.
He just didn't care.
He didn't give a shit. We could all be sitting on this couch. He'd be sitting right here.
He'd talking about you.
Oh,
didn't even care.
Didn't even care. Fucking care, man.
Didn't even care.
Oh my God. I couldn't, and like, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, holy fuck, man. And like right here, like the whole house could have been in here.
Yeah.
And he'll be sitting right here, just no problem.
Yeah.
And it's like he thinks nobody can hear him or see him.
No, I know.
Crazy, man.
And it's like, it's almost as if sometimes it would just like pop into his head and it'd just be like, it'd just fall out of his mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, take, you know, half a day and think it through a little bit before you say something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like
I was surprised.
Whole Rish Peely thing.
Oh my God.
Why? Why?
So unnecessary. Yeah.
Why? And then did it right there. Peely sitting in the bed across, hops in bed.
I know. Oh,
like
I couldn't believe that.
Ridiculous.
All of a sudden, I come upstairs and like people are crying, and like there's just like pandemonium. I'm just like, what's going on?
Because he yelled at Willow.
Yeah, he yelled at Willow.
I think she disagreed with him.
Yeah, and
said no.
And he gave her shit.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, like, I hate to say it, but like that's a little bit of a bully. You know what I mean?
Of course, I agree with that 100%.
It's, I mean,
I found he tamed, like he calmed down a bit near the end. Like the last couple days, I was surprised.
Well, and he sort of segregated himself towards the end. Yeah, I think at that point he realized he was done, and that was it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not going to certainly do that. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the week here. If this is my week to go, it's my week to go. You know what I mean? I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the time here. But
yeah, I was surprised he did that. And like the last like 2-3 days, he literally just like curled up in a ball, man. He was by himself, like, and I for me, and like we were like, I would talk to him all the time. I almost felt like I didn't even know if I should like go in, like, do you want a space? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't want to go up to him and like, you know, so I just let him be. But like,
did he ever tell you what his intent for his speech was? Because it was apparent that he didn't really say what he, like, I don't know if that's what he was wanting to say fully or not, or.
Never talked to me about any of that. No, I didn't even know he was going to say something to you. Like, yeah. I had no idea what he was going to do.
Maybe thought he was going to apologize. In that moment, I thought maybe he was going to apologize. Yeah. And then I was like, no.
So crazy, man. And that's the thing. Like, every week someone has left, it's always like, you know, when it's my time, I'm just going to say, hey, good game.
That's what I'm, honestly, if I'm leaving this week, I'm going to give everyone a hug.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
going to walk up with my head held proud.
Absolutely, man.
And I'm literally going to just say, you know what? Good game, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Watch your backs. Yeah. People are playing in here. Yeah, exactly. Good luck. And I'll be watching from home. That's awesome. It. You know what I mean?
But like the first week, like, Rish was Rish. Cindy wouldn't hug Greg. Neha gave Greg shit for spelling his name wrong.
I would never do any of that. That's
Yeah,
just not
Greg
me.
just said, see you later, didn't even say bye to anybody. Like,
Yeah. But he
yeah.
had said earlier he was going to do
Yeah.
that. I remember him saying like a week or two beforehand,
Yeah, he said
when
he
I
was gonna
go,
do
I'm
the
just going to
dip.
walk right out.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't think he was good with like buys and stuff. I think, you know
No,
what I mean?
but at the same time, Canada didn't seem like the audience. They weren't quite impressed.
Yeah, I didn't. Someone said something. I didn't hear that. They were like,
Well, so when he said something to me, I looked at him and then I just started shaking my head and I was looking at the crowd and they were just rolling their eyes.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he wasn't liked or.
I don't think he was.
And then when he just got up and sped out, the Canada, like he stood up before she even finished the vote
And they were cheering?
clapping.
Yeah.
So like
That's so crazy. He used to tell me, he's like, I'm definitely the villain. That's what he said. He'd always
you'd
say
hope,
that.
but it hurt to walk out and be booed or you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I don't
know.
think that would happen here, but
I
you
don't
just
think
don't
so.
know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know,
You
man.
just don't know.
Because he as he kept saying to me, I'm the villain. I know I'm the villain. I always cast the villain. And I'm like, well, you know, if that's what you're doing, then it's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
You have to do villainous
Yeah.
things to be the villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't just be the villain and, you know.
yeah. Like, I think, and that's the thing, I think outside this house, man, I think
He's
gonna
probably
be-
a great guy.
That's exactly it. I think he's a super guy,
Absolutely.
great heart. Like, he'll do
Absolutely.
anything. I think it just got to him.
Absolutely.
I think the
so,
game
too.
just got to him, and like I think he has like he's just getting paranoid, and
Yeah.
he couldn't sleep at night, and like I think it was just it was just getting to him emotionally.
Yeah.
You know,
And
he's an
I mean-
emotional guy, right? So
I don't know if it was necessary. Like, I mean, I understand why he decided to keep what he does a secret.
yeah,
But I don't know why he chose to expose it either.
yeah. I know he asked me too. He's like, "You think that was a good idea?" Because I didn't know he was gonna do it. Like he just,
Yeah.
just
Did you
thought-
know? Did he tell you ahead
He
of time?
he mentioned he didn't get into detail with me, but he mentioned he wasn't at Costco, and I just said whatever. But I didn't know like all in detail, like
Yeah.
all the like. And I'm not a baseball guy, and I think
Right.
he knew that. Like
Yeah.
I'm not I don't know, like all the names he spat out.
I have no idea.
I know who they are. Yeah, but I knew he played a bit of baseball, and I didn't know like all the details.
Yeah.
Though, but
Yeah. I don't necessarily know if that was a good idea. Because I certainly didn't question the Costco thing.
yeah,
And a lot of people I don't think didn't really question it. There may have been the odd person, but not enough to be like, you're a liar, you don't work at Costco. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think what it was, man, like, and maybe I'm wrong. Like this is just me speculating.
Uh-huh.
He saw like because Zach was like a really good athlete, and he was going places in football and this.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted to like also say like, well, look at me, I did well at my sport.
Yeah.
But he couldn't, kind of thing. Like, you know, he always like he always wanted to like show he could throw the ball or play basketball or. And I think that's what it was. Like, I don't know if maybe I'm way off, but I felt like because Zach kept getting like, oh yeah, he's getting a scholarship and this and that,
Yeah.
and he could talk about his sport and you know the plays he does, like and like Kevin would always ask him questions like, oh,
Yeah.
what is it like to play at this level? And I think G kind of was like, fuck man, I played at a high level, like
Yeah.
I would love those questions. I'd love to tell my
Absolutely.
story.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's what it was. And then so finally he's like, fuck it. And then what happens? You know, like they all started asking him, oh, what's this guy like?
Yeah.
So to us, I'm not a baseball guy.
No.
It means nothing to me. But to someone like JP, which
Yeah, I guess
loves
so.
baseball, or
Yeah.
Kevin, maybe it made them idolize him, or maybe it made them say, shit, like this guy's a liar, or he's better than he's showing. Maybe he's a target. Like you never know how people are
Yeah.
gonna read that.
Yeah.
You never know. Is
Yeah,
it?
I look at it like,
I
to
would have
me,
just
of like,
kept
why
it.
would you lie and then come clean about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then two, fine, I understand the need to lie because had he have said that coming in,
He would have
have been one of the, up there with
Absolutely,
Rish.
100%. He would have been out there right
So
away.
then I get it. So I get it from that
Yeah.
perspective, but then just keep it a secret then.
Exactly. just
Reveal
don't-
that on finale night.
Yeah,
Shock
course.
everyone. Blow our minds.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Canada
Absolutely.
knows and then shock everyone from the house.
Yeah,
Then. That's what I
absolutely.
would have done if I was him.
Yeah, I don't think we have anybody like that here. I mean,
I don't think there's anyone else, but hey, I could be completely shocked.
that was probably the one.
I think that was the one.
Yeah, unless Neha's. Well, I mean, that's not really something to blow your mind, but I think Neha was more than she said. Maybe not. Maybe
I
I'm
don't
giving her
know.
more
I
credit.
don't know. I think maybe she's just been in because you've been in that medical world for
Yeah.
so long. I mean,
Yeah.
like I'm in it too, and I know a lot more. And I mean, I did medical science. Like I knew what clubfoot was. I
Yeah.
knew all these things. Like I know a lot of those
Yeah.
things too, right? But she did know a lot too. But she seems like the kind of girl that it wouldn't surprise me if she was just an admin and then she just she sits there and she reads files.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's this
Learns
person
about it that
learns
way.
about it that way, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a smart girl. And she had a Bachelor of Science, too.
Yeah, so I didn't even get to talk to her, man.
Yeah, she had a Bachelor of Science.
I never talked to her. Not once, man. Not about game, like her second or third last day, I finally told her about my son and stuff, but like that was like fuck, man. I was like 20 days in, or maybe like 18, 17, whatever it was days in.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and that's the thing, like for me and coming into this house, like a lot of people knew a lot about each other because everyone would go up to everyone, hey, what's your name? What do you have?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm the kind of guy, man, like, all right, like let everyone tell their stories.
Right.
I didn't tell him, so like, you know, day 20, someone comes up to me and says, hey man, like, what about your family? And I'd be like, all right, and like I can actually tell them and they'll listen.
Yeah.
Whereas like day one, everyone's just trying to get all the, okay, yeah, you have 3 brothers, and I still don't know that about a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll wait till we have a moment to sit down and say, hey man, like tell me about your family.
Yeah.
And like genuinely have a talk. It's not like a
Absolutely.
rush talk where it's like, oh yeah, you got 3 brothers. Okay, and they're trying to like,
And then on to the next person.
yeah, you know, exactly. And then okay, next, like, I haven't asked anybody about their families, and not because I don't care, because I want to be able to sit down with someone and say, hey man, like tell me, I want to hear it. Like tell me about it, man. Like,
absolutely.
You know, like that's the thing. Like, so yeah, I didn't talk with a lot of people about my personal life, and I don't know anything about a lot of people's personal life, but that's because everyone kind of scrambled at day one, and I just didn't want to be like, that's not me. I'm not the kind of like, tell me about you. Okay, yeah, try to register it. Okay, next. Okay, now tell me. Like that's not me. I like to have it like go ahead, man. Like throw it to me. Like I want to hear. You know.
Exactly.
So, but then at the other part, it's like, you know, it's like 20 whatever days in, and like you're asking someone like, hey man, do you have any brothers? Like, is also like kind of weird at the same time, you know, like, oh, you have a brother, what's his name? Or like, give us, you know.
Bruno, please go to the diary room.
Well, your turn.
All right, buddy, come here, give me some love, man. Don't do that, buddy.
No, I won't. You know I won't.
All right, bud. Do your thing.